What's up, everybody? Another day of push and record and talking to y'all. It is Monday and it's beautiful out. It was rainy earlier. Thought it was going to be a gloomy day. Turned out to be beautiful. And I'm back on my walk. This weekend I didn't get to walk as much as I usually do. Usually I get a lot of my walking done on the weekends, but like I was saying last week, I was just so exhausted. A lot going on. And I took the time to rest because on top of that, like, I knew it was going to be a long weekend of rehearsals and choreography, and I usually get my steps in doing all that stuff. Definitely did. This weekend was very busy. Got a lot of acting stuff done. Wouldn't have been able to do it without my fiance. She, something as simple as washing your underwear, man. We don't have a washer dryer in our apartment, so we have to go to a laundromat, and to do that, it requires some time. Oh my god, there's some geese here and they scared me. When I'm in show mode, it's like I get no time a day off to be able to just do some laundry. It requires 2-3 hours. So thankfully she was so kind to offer to do it for me. So something like that, it just shows you how grateful I am to her. Something as simple as that just helps my life keep going. True support. But yeah, today's video, I think, is just going to kind of dive into a little bit of a talk around ego. My whole life, I've probably had a lot of ego. And ego is kind of your worst enemy. Because, for example, this weekend in Greece, I'm not a very important character in it. Every part is pretty important in a production, but when you're ensemble, it's there's the main characters and those are really the focus. Ensemble's trying to just fill it in, make it the world more real and to help support, the leading cast. But it kind of leaves on a long rehearsal day, it kind of leaves you with doing not a lot. So you kind of feel insignificant, and it starts tugging a little bit at your ego. You're I wish I was a little bit more of a focus and stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm just very appreciative of being able to be a part of this cast. They're so talented. There's a lot of people that didn't get cast in the show that were there at auditions and callbacks so you're supposed to be there. And that's just your ego getting in the way. I'm a part of a great opportunity. It's lucrative. I'm getting paid to do it. It's what I love to do. So it's exactly where I need to be. But ego can just kind of start getting in your way. That's why I love acting, because I feel acting is such a good ego check for me. When I start my head starts getting big, something happens where I don't get cast in something, and it kind of just brings me back to reality. Yo, you still got more work to do, bro. So yeah, I'll talk probably more about ego and stuff in the future, but it's just something that if you can learn to be aware of it and try to suppress it and try to be, see the benefits of where you're at and what you're doing, I think can help combat ego and its venom on you. So, try to just, be more humble and grateful. Those will help kind of check the ego. And just know that, your path is going to be different than everyone else's. Some stuff might happen faster, but you honestly don't know the path that those people have been in to get where they are. We're going to be at different points. And there's enough out here for everybody. So just be grateful and thankful and share the love. And I'm talking to myself right now, so, I'm right there with you. But regardless, that's pretty much all I got for today's video. Thanks for hanging in there. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, leaving a little message in there, showing support. And we'll see you in the next one, all right? I'll see you then. Peace.